observe your emotions, and cock a hoop today. Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1480 of What's She Up To Now, documenting the journey as I was originally transitioning from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. And then the pandemic hit, and just like everybody else, I made some changes and did some pivoting and decided that I didn't want to be exclusively online, although the vast majority of people were moving from being exclusively offline, online, or doing a different combination. I decided I wanted to be online, but also continue to do things offline. My love is in manufacturing, and my majority of my background has been in manufacturing and engineering and quality. And so I thought, why would I not help with that when I personally believe, and I think we're going to find out this year more than ever, that it's imperative that we as countries become a little bit more independent than we are on the global economy. It sounded like a good idea. Oh, we can get cheap labor in China. We can get cheap labor in India. We can get cheap labor here and there. But that means we're dependent on things that are outside of our control. So when stuff like a pandemic happens and different governments decide to shut down different parts of the world and different aspects and areas of our life, and our freedoms go away, it's time to reclaim control over the things we can control and create industries and manufacturing locations and things that can make sure we get the things that we need and want in a closer, more controllable format or location. So I decided I was going to hop back into the offline world as well as being a part of the online world. So today, what did I share online? Online, I do a couple pieces of content every day. I guess it's been several years now, with the exception of Christmas. I think it was Christmas Day, actually. I'd have to go back and look. Christmas Day 2019, I had COVID. Even before we knew what COVID was, I was sicker than a dog laid out on the couch. And I should go back and watch my videos around that time, because I'm sure they're terrible. Because I was so sick and hacking up lungs, and I still got online every day except for that one. I couldn't do it. My family was all in Florida for the holiday, and I actually totally missed Christmas that year. My sister brought food and put it on the porch, and I honestly don't know if I even ate it. I think it might have ended up in the trash because I didn't feel good enough to eat it. So it's been, I guess this is my 5th year of doing an annual challenge. This year we're doing 365 BU, 365 day challenge, to do one thing every day that improves us, or improves you, I call it, improves me, and then improves the people that are doing it as well. Because we want to be just doing a little something every day. It's incredible, the power of just doing a little thing every day. For the last 4 years, I picked one thing. Like some people pick a word of the year. I picked a challenge of the year. So 1 year it was to stretch my comfort zone. 1 year it was to be happy. 1 year, COVID year, perfect. I don't know how I ended up picking the perfect thing for the year. In 2020, it was to do one fun thing every day, and it was hanging out and taking care of my 4-year-old granddaughter. And she turned 4 and then 5 and then went to kindergarten in a mask. They're still in masks, which is mind-boggling to me. She's been, she's 6. She's in 1st grade. She's had her 2 injections, and she's still at school in a mask. I don't get it. Anyway, that's not even a topic for another day. It's something that I think if each of us thought for ourselves, controlled our own health and behavior, all of this control by other people and governments and things could stop. The belief that we don't have the ability to think for ourselves and make choices that are right for our own health is absolutely ludicrous. So fun that year. Last year was to do one thing every day that centers us. I started the year feeling really wobbly and discombobulated, and I don't remember a year in a long time that I started off feeling that way. Even the year after my sudden cardiac arrest, 2011, I didn't feel as weird as I did in 2021. So that's why I had selected to do one thing every day that centered me. Got a lot more centered. But then this year I was like, all right, I'm done doing somebody else's challenge every year. And it was just a little journal book I used. It was my own challenge. I turned it into a challenge to do every day. But this year I wanted to create my own. So we're doing our own. And I started out without a framework for it. And I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. I'm just going to start and talk about something and have something every day for 365 days. I need to at least map out some kind of a plan. I don't have my calendar here. I think I showed it yesterday, where I finally just took a calendar, just a regular wall annual calendar, and in each day I just put a topic so that I know what I'm going to talk about. Well, now today I already changed my topic for tomorrow, because what I talked about today, I decided, I want to share another tool, another thing I do personally every day that I really don't talk about, because it's those little things that we don't talk about that help us to be successful, that other people might want to know, because they can do it too. If I can do it, you can certainly do it. So I'll talk about that tomorrow. So as I'm doing the challenge, sometimes I come up with something I want to talk about the next day. So I don't go, strictly, it's like having a business plan. You don't, as soon as you make a business plan, anybody that's been in business knows this. It's only, the business plan isn't really even good for one day. It's our best guess. We use it for funding, but for the most part, our business plan is never how growing and building our business actually happens. So that's the same thing with planning out content and things. It's going to be different and flowing every day. And so for Supersize Your Business today, we talked about an idiom and an expression I have never heard of, which makes it really fun for me. This one's back from the 16th and 17th century, and I started with it because it's cock a hoop. I'm like, what the heck is cock a hoop? I know it came up when I did a search for emotion-related idioms. So it means, of course, to have an exuberant, elated time. It means to be festive, or to drink a lot, or to drink without restraint, or to just celebrate something. So that was easy to tie into building and growing and supersizing our business, right? And then I talked about customer experience, super fans, and how does that, cock a hoop. I would love to know somebody that's actually used that expression or heard it before. If it's been around since the 16th or 17th century, I have to believe people with different experiences than me have heard of that, but I have never heard of it. So I thought it was a fun one to do. I love when I learn something new. That's just me. So that was our idiom for today. What else is going on? I've got tons of commitments this week, so I am going to sign off. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Have an absolutely fantastic day.